What's up, YouTubians? Gary with VW Jawbreaker. Welcome back to another day in the garage. Today, we're working on the 1960 Franken Beetle Baja Volksrod fun build that we're dubbing the 60 build, SICKXTY. So make sure you check out VWJawbreaker.com for all my social, merch, t-shirts, and all that fun jazz, along with another great list of channels to follow as well. So before we dive into today's project, I need to get all these cars out of the way and get things reorganized. Be right back. There we go. That's better. Everybody's moved around and 60's in place, ready to work. So you have to pardon the noise. The kids decided to do laundry today instead of tomorrow. Anywho, so here's where we're at. We've been doing the body work, as you know. Got a lot of things wrapped up, looking really good. I was excited to finally be done with the outside and move on to the inside. And I realized, still got 2 holes to fill. So we're gonna knock those out real quick. Then we'll go ahead and move on inside. Move the steering column out of the way. Listen to the washer and dryer. And go ahead and start getting the dash cleaned up, prepped. We gotta figure out what we're doing. We've got somebody welded in this side, started to weld in this side. I don't know, it's all wonky and stuff, so we'll probably pry that out, maybe try to cut that out of there, not sure. And then from there, I started on this side already, but all the little clips right here for the headliner, I've been going along cutting those out, been welding up the seam and then just grinding it down flush, because we're not going to run a headliner. I'll show you what we're going to do later down the road. So, without further ado, we've got less chit-chatty, more worky to do, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. All right, we got everything set up here. We'll be using our YESWELDER MiG 250 Pro again. Really been liking that welder lately. And I think our plan of attack on this is going to do the same. We're kind of just run right along this seam right here, come over, down, and just kind of square it out, cut a piece of metal to fit, and do the same with that little one right there. Let's go ahead and do the same, get that cut. Everything else looks all right. Need to inspect that one right there just a little bit. It's a little thin. I'm not sure if it's through. We'll tackle that here in a minute. So that's our plan of attack.
A game plan of attack. Say that 5 times fast. Oh, you can? Oh yeah, aren't you fancy? Okay.
Oh yeah, got the hood on, by the way. Ended up scoring a really nice hood from a local friend. It's only got a couple small little details right here we need to fill. Other than that, this thing is solid and really straight. So I got it bolted on, you know, all 4 bolts. Started getting it fitted and lined up and realized I never hit record on the camera, so oh well, little sidetrack there, my bad. But we are going to have to most likely put the body back on. The reason being is when I cut this out up front, all this kind of started moving. So what I ended up doing is putting that in there for now, but we're gonna have to end up coming up with some bracing and stuff to get those to hold back out so everything stays lined up eventually. Really want to get started on the interior, so I don't know, let's get that done first. As somebody suggested, use some magnets to hold it in place. I don't know where I got those little ones at, but well, it's not too shabby. We got that one done. And the inside, there we go. Now I know whenever you do a patch like that or something, they tell you to skip around, skip around. I'm not worried about that warping, just this little section right here. That's why I just kind of did it the way I did it. So moving on to the next one. We might just try spoon in that one. What do you think? All right, moving on to the dash.
Yay!
We need to pull the steering column out of the way so we can get to the actual dash itself. So there's two, probably 13s right here holding this little U bracket on. That just goes down through the firewall. Hold on, let me lock it in place. Use my head, there we go. So that comes down through here. Should be able to get the extension shaft through. Worst case, I got a little spot weld right there and a bolt I can pull. We can get this shaft off of the shaft that we made, I don't know, last year sometime. All right, let's get the steering column out. All right, so we got the two, I was wrong, they're 10 millimeters under here. Down she comes. Oh, that little groggy right there is really in there. There's a gasket right here. It's done. It's a good thing I ordered another one. There we go. So that little donut right there is keeping her from wanting to come out too much. But we got her. Steering column out. Sure looks different without a steering wheel. Little things. All right, so now you can get a better idea. Somebody tried welding a plate in there. It's all bent up. We're gonna cut this one out because I think we're gonna put the 2-hole little plate right there for gauges. We're gonna leave this one smoothed over. It's already in there. It's already tack welded in quite a few places, so we could literally just run a little filler around that and clean that right up. I have a correct speedo for this car. We need to pull the cable out right here. I'm not sure if that's partly rusted. I can't tell if some of that's Bondo in there or filler or what. Same thing with the radio delete. And these, I'm gonna get all that cleaned up, make some proper patches, get this dash cleaned up, and then we'll start moving on to other parts of the interior when the time comes. there we go, it's looking better. So the only thing I really found, we got a couple small holes right there. Somebody tried bondoing over the rust, so we'll fix that. Ignition switch will go there. That's pretty much all I'm going to tell you guys. This is all pretty solid, it's pretty flush. So they did pretty good on that. What happened here, I don't know. I really don't. But again, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and cut this out and get this plate out of here. I don't think I want to run that plate anyway. Everything else looks good, nice and solid. Everything inside the lip right here looks good. All right, let's move along. Took just a little bit of hammering, but we still got to get up around that edge, clean up some of the weld and stuff that we cut out. But for the most part, got a little bit more hammer dollying to do down here. Get that fit where it needs to be. Straighten out a little bit of the other, but man, we're making progress now. Got a pretty much stripped dash. I'm liking it. Oh yeah, we made some progress. I already turned off the light. You guys already saw it. Made some nice progress. Outside is done. I've not figured out what I want to do yet with the fender bolt holes. Not sure, because I'm probably not going to run fenders. I know I probably won't. Actually, I know I'm not. I won't be running fenders. I know we got to do something with up in here. We're gonna have to put the body back on the chassis to do that, which won't be that big of a deal. But the interior's starting to get there, so I'm happy. I feel like we finally moved on from the exterior and we're finally starting to make progress somewhere else. So I'm like blue like Smurf. It's hot, miserable outside. As you can see, I'm soaked. It's Florida life. We got rain coming. Heck, we got a storm coming. Yeah, it's just the way it is in Florida. So thanks for being here. I appreciate the support. Let me know how you think I'm doing. I don't know. I'd like to hear from you guys. So until the next time, be kind to one another and be good.